Welcome to the Doomsday Report. Now, I'm being joined this week by a band that, well, funnily enough, I've not seen you perform until tonight. Last Alibi. How's it going, guys?
Fantastic, as always, man. Thanks for having us.
Now, like I said, I haven't seen you before, technically, because the last time I was at one of your gigs, I was interviewing another band.
I hope it was someone important.
Aye. It was.
Good answer.
That's it. As long as it was worth. That's all right. Was it worth the wait?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I'm telling you, you guys blew my fucking mind tonight.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Thank you.
You know, I've got to tell you, you've got a sound that wouldn't sound out of place in like 80s LA. I'm telling you, down Sunset Strip, fucking, they've got a whole Motley Crue thing going on, and
Way women in song, brother.
I loved it. I really did. I loved it. Now, what I want to know is how long have you guys been together?
You guys take that one?
So the band,
Too long?
I would say too long. The answer, the band's had a couple of different reincarnations. So the band actually started about 100 years ago with me and Andy, back when I used to play the drums. Then we found a drummer that was much better than me, and I quickly retired. And he thought, no, we'll let Jamie sing for some whatever reason.
It was mainly because there's no such thing really as a front band in Glasgow. Like, proper, that kind of style of music we're doing, there was no one out there. And Jamie sang one day, he's like, listen, I know a drummer, so.
He was far better than I was. And then we did a few gigs and kind of warm up stuff, and then we brought in the superfluous Mr. Alan Bell, and it's really taken off since then. So we've been sort of in this current formation, I'd say, what, 4 years maybe, something like that?
Just about.
Just about 4
Just
years.
under that,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Probably hitting it hard, I'd say, after probably 3 years properly. There or there by the time we get everything's done.
It's always been a bit of a dodgy lineup before we got started because nothing was really set.
Yeah.
So it's like, we got Alan in, we've done like a couple of gigs and stuff, now it's time to actually record it. We could have recorded it 100 years ago, but then we needed the right people to do it, I think.
So it's all set in stone now.
That's it. It's locked in. It's non-negotiable. Touring and hooring, as they say.
Now, how many different members have you had? Because you mentioned
We've had like a Spinal Tap lineup of bass players.
Alright, so you're basically the only...
The only one that's lasted really.
The surviving.
The surviving, thriving
so
Alan Bell. No, to be fair, we just went through so many bass players, both on sort of temporary, permanent kind of measures, but nobody quite fit, you know, with good players and stuff like that. But then, not just what Alan brings on the bass, Alan brings a lot more on the other side. Super experienced, has played with everybody, a who's who of Glasgow bands, and pulls it together. And Alan does a really good job of working as the sort of translator between Andy and I. And kind of, it's like if
lukewarm water.
If we're fire and ice, then Alan is a lukewarm water.
It's a nice description, I think.
It's as nice as I get.
Now, during your set, you mentioned you're releasing your debut EP.
Sure, available now on all downloadable platforms.
And illegal.
And illegal, yeah. Available Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Deezer, I believe. iTunes.
That's not him.
Grinder.
Yep, Grindr, Tinder, Teletext. I'm trying to get on it Pornhub, but they keep blocking me. So it's, I suppose, they keep asking me why I'm on their site. So.
Now, what difficulties did you have, like, when recording the EP?
Oh, the EP, believe it or not, actually went really well. With Andy Miller of
the Cargo Blast.
Cargo Blast, who produced and recorded it for us. Special shout out to Andy, done a fantastic job, not only of producing it, but sort of keeping us pretty much in check, and particularly controlling me, which is
So you're the wild one of the band?
No, just I'm they're like they're like my babysitters.
I think that's what it means. Like me and Jamie and Flinty could have recorded songs, like say 100 years ago, but just so we brought in bass players just so that we could actually play a gig, because we've written all these songs that we need to get and play, because it's all about going out and doing the live stuff. So we've got people who's like, right, I'll do a couple of gigs, like people are busy doing stuff or whatever, but then we've got the solid lineup, so we've got a lineup, so we want a bass player that's going to play the bass on the records. And
That was it, aye.
One take.
That was funny, I kind of fell into the band. It was a kind of misunderstanding, but it worked out fine, don't get me wrong. It was Andy messaged me because I'd met him through a bass band, he was playing in a covers band. Went along to see them, I thought, okay, guitarist, go chatting away. And I told him I played bass in Made in Scotland, the tribute band.
Yeah.
So, oh, cool. And he kind of tapped me up and says, oh, we've got a couple of rehearsals if you want to come in. So he gave me a wee demo to just, obviously I recorded in the studio and they had a guy playing bass on it. So I just assumed that it was just filling in for a rehearsal, they've already got a bass player, you know. So I thought,
That's how we get you.
You know, so I was like, I'll go in and just have a jam, no harm done, you know. It was meant to kind of check out his playing and get chatting away with them, you know.
Yeah.
So I did that with 3 rehearsals, and I was kind of like, what's happened to the bass player? They've not asked them back.
I think I sacked him.
You know what's kind of what's happened to because they said we've got a gig coming up, and I went, well, what about your bass player? And they went, we've not got a bass player, and I was like, all right, so that's me then.
So you got duped into the position.
Yes.
Right, what?
That's the best way.
Is this it?
No, I'm fine with that. It's all right.
No honour among thieves.
Now, how many gigs have you played this year so far?
Too many.
No, it's never enough. Never
Never
enough.
enough.
You've been travelling up and down.
Yeah, we've kind of scaled back a little bit this year. As far as Glasgow gigs, not done as many because we love playing in Glasgow. Glasgow's our home. It's our favourite city. So we were up in Dundee earlier on in the year, and then we did the
That was
Wildfire.
a big generator, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Yes,
Beat
that's
Generator, brilliant. That was the first time I'd been there. A couple of boys have been there
John's a
before.
great guy.
But yeah, no, great night, great weekend. I think that's what I'm told. There's no video evidence, thankfully. So,
Thank God.
but yeah, a great time up there. We went to we closed out the Friday night at the Wildfire Festival as well.
How was that?
Oh, fantastic as well. That was
Our first festival with this lineup, you know, and this
Yeah.
band, it's brilliant.
wonderful. We went with our good friends, the Swampborn Assassins, #Swampborn Assassins for anybody that's out there. And yeah, what a weekend we had.
Fantastic, yeah.
We played on the Friday, we stayed for the whole weekend and then had a bit of a party, and it was good fun, man. It was good. Weather was lovely for most of it. And yeah, good party. Last band of the Friday night, which was fun as well, so everybody was in the mood.
So you got plenty of movement then, I assume?
We like to, yeah, we like to. As I said, Glasgow's always our base, and we've played here, there and everywhere. We've got so many good friends in Glasgow, so many bands that we love to play with and catch up with as well. But the next step for us is really getting out there and kind of hitting the next parts and seeing a bit of the world, seeing how it reacts to last Alibi.
Yeah, so have you got plans to get into Europe?
Well, it depends if you're driving.
I'll go, actually make sure there's no chance of that.
Probably still a better driver than most of us. No, we would, yeah, it's definitely something we've been looked at. I think the next stage for us is down south. A couple of friends, bands in South England and Wales and things like that. And then, yeah, definitely across the channel. And
That'd be good, that'd be good.
Definitely more festivals as well, because I think that's when you do get more into the kind of festival crowds.
The festival scene's fun, we really enjoyed the festival scene as well, and it's a good chance just to meet people and get a lot more exposure as well, have a bit of fun, see a lot of other bands as well, which is something that we're really into. Most of the bands we play with are either friends at the start of the night or by the end of the night, and that's really for us what it's all about, is making good music and meeting good people.
Now, do you have any favourite tracks off of your EP?
Good question.
I'll leave that to the. I have a bit of a vested interest in that question, so.
I'll take that one. I think at the time we were recording, there's 4 songs in the EP. We picked from a lot more, but we picked a specific 4 just for the kind of feel and the flow. And that's how we decided on the track listing as well. But because we recorded 2 of them at one particular point and the other 2 about a year later, my favourite changed each time we recorded, But at the moment, and I think it's to do with the fact that we put it on the video, my favourite is Generation Dead, which is the kind of final song we close with today,
I was thinking on to that.
Kind of punky one.
It's got to catch a chorus, hasn't it?
Well, it's a bit more fast paced, and just from personally speaking, it's a bass line that happens to be a bit busy. The other ones aren't, but just because they don't have to be, but this one I kind of go for reruns. And I just have a great time playing it.
So something as a bass player, I appreciate that.
You're in good company, that's it.
No, I agree.
Play, huh?
Generation Dead's probably my favourite as well. We just launched we recorded the music video for Generation Dead as well, which was good fun. And when we were sort of selecting tracks for the music video, Generation Dead was the kind of obvious choice for us. We usually close the set out with it. It's one that, it's a fan favourite one. It's a good good energy and a little bit of angst.
Big shout out to Steven Schooler.
Yeah,
That's the man that worked so
Stephen.
hard on it, yeah.
He
Absolutely.
took really good pictures. We were playing a gig once, he took amazing pictures of us, and he was asking what we're doing, so I need to get a music video started. He's like, well, I can do it. And then we got him in and he was amazing.
Just
one guy, one camera, and
Yeah.
that's the whole
Just one
video.
random chat, that's how it came about, you know.
Created, directed, produced, all in 2 days. Absolute pro, and an absolute gentleman, I think.
Oh, absolutely. It's put up with us for as well.
Yeah,
so.
and again, it put up with us, so it's no easy task.
So did you have any difficulties during that, whether it comes to, like, for instance, drums or anything else?
I would say maybe you can take that one for because you had to do the most work.
So the way that we did the video, if you watch the video, you'll see that I'm in all the shots, which meant that I was playing the song, but was it like 16
It's a hard
seconds?
shit.
I know. So over the course of it, 5 hours,
At least 5 hours.
we did a bunch of different angles. So there was 2 angles of the full band, and there was 2 of every individual person, but I'm in the background of all the shots. So I was playing the song every single time and getting more and more shattered as the time went on. So you see me at the back of the room just melting as I'm playing.
I can't believe everybody else remembers all these details about shot selection and stuff like that. It's good to see you paying attention. I'm glad someone's looking out for us.
So in that case, at the end of the day, you was getting a bit tired of it.
No, I'm not tired of it, just tired. I was just melting. It was so
Yeah,
warm.
just physically knackered.
Just
He's got,
physically tired.
he's got the stamina of a saint.
But if you see the video, you'll see my face. Like what I'm actually expressing is actually genuine. It's not just not off the camera. I was actually properly
Genuine.
Like this at the start, and then,
Also, you can't really mime the drums.
It's quite loud.
That's why I gave it up.
I play quite heavy as well, so I'd use all the tape and the cymbals to get things a bit quieter so they could hear themselves. So we could actually kind of hear the track as well, so we knew what we were doing. So there's a couple of things, but it was good fun.
That's fucking awesome. Now, see when it comes to videos and whatnot, have you got any other plans for more videos off of the EP?
I'd like to.
Hopefully,
I think
yeah.
we kind of touched on that kind of generally, not totally discussed it outright, but I think working with Steve on that one time, it was the first video we've ever done, and as I say, before he came out in a random chat, just because he took some photos that were brilliant, well, I fancy doing a video, I'll do it, you know, and that was it. I think we'd definitely use him again. He's been one to Andy, just based on random ideas, pick another track to work on, so I think we probably will,
I think as soon as we get funds together, like, because obviously we kind of one up it, so it's like Generation Dead is a simple concept, it's striking, but we needed something that's proper professional, and that's why we used Steve. So for the next video, it has to kind of one up it, so we want to give it a bigger kind of production value.
Yeah. You've not got a video for Voice City either, have you?
Well, that's the one we're thinking of actually.
well, lyric video.
We have got the lyric video. We released Vice City was our first single that we released, first track. Thank you, man. And we can swear, fucking fantastic. I've been minding my P's and Q's. Fantastic.
So that's if it's sponsored yet.
Yes, exactly. And if it is, fuck them as well.
Fuck the censors!
No, we after a lot of debate, Vice City was the first song that Andy and I ever wrote a long time ago. So we we had a lot of discussion about what we were going to record first, and we went with Vice City. We launched that as our debut single.
Yeah.
And our friend Jen, what's Jen's? Jen Walker. Yeah. So Jen put together a music video for us, a lyric video, sorry, which was great. A little bit of pressure on me because I had to actually write down what the lyrics were, which is new to me. But no, she put that together and did an excellent job. So we've got that. So there's definitely an option, and we've definitely had a few people asking us if we're going to do a music video for Vice City. But we've got a lot of tracks there that we want to. The next stage is putting together the full album.
Yeah.
And then after that, sort of seeing where we're at from that point of view. Personally, I would be quite happy to put it to a vote and see what does everybody else want to see. And not only because it gives the illusion of democracy, but also
Democracy doesn't fucking work.
no, of course not. But also it gives us a good sort of idea. You know, people come up with different ideas. Sometimes in a band you can get a little bit, centric. But we've also, we've got so many songs there that would be good fun to do videos to. And given, especially when we're working with Stephen, the whole thing came together really well and really simple to touch with, massive thing. So it'll really depend. I think is the sort of takeaway, but we're always open to suggestions, so give us a shout.
Now, is this your final gig of the year, or have you got another
No.
one anywhere else? else?
We're in Edinburgh on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah, so that's Thursday the 14th, I believe.
That's at Bannerman's.
So we're at Barman's, ourselves and the wonderful Swanborn Assassins. Again, another shout out to the Swamps.
Crazy
we're doing-
Cowboy actually, I don't know if you've heard, like Crazy Cowboy does stuff up and down.
Yeah,
the
Crazy
country.
Cowboy playing as well.
Aye.
I think that's a performance, that's engagement.
So we're going so we're in Edinburgh on Thursday. We very rarely do 2 gigs in 1 week, Chris.
Yeah.
It's far too much for me, but the way it's sort of timed out, so we're doing Thursday and then we're probably going to do one more gig around Christmas-ish time, just to close out. We always like to have an end of year party before that.
And is that going to be just...
Well, we'll sort of see. We've not really locked anything down yet.
We'll see what happens.
See what
Try.
happens.
See what happens.
If you get something sorted, I'll keep us going, yeah.
Well, that's absolutely awesome, boys. You know, I look forward to seeing what you got planned.
Awesome.
You know, and thank you for spending this time with us.
Not at all. Thank you for having us.
So you go upstairs and get absolutely fucking pissed.
That sounds like the last Alibi way. Sounds like the last Alibi way.
You sure you've not met him before?
No, but seriously, if you're into filthy fucking rock and roll with a heavy beat and a sexy bass groove, check out Last Alibi. I've been Esteban. This has been Last Alibi, and this has been the Doomsday Report. Keep it metal.
Woo! Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know us already, we are Last Alibi. On the drums, Mr. Callum Flip. On the bass guitar, Mr. Alan Bell. And of course, on that right as always, the man that needs no introduction, Mr. Andy Poland. Ready to